taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Utes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Now on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and short, the power run here. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. To the air, it's Burgess. Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on 3rd down, QBs just have to play a little bit faster. You're anticipating blitz. You know you're probably going to have to get rid of this football just a little bit sooner. I think the quarterback held on to it just a...
He'll take a shot. To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the ball.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man on the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Burgess. There's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. 4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. He's looking to throw. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting it down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to throw, it's Burgess. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. The throw. Quick completion on the out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws from the tight end. He gets it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Ready to try the point after. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down to the 17. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front. Guys pushing the pile. NFL talent on this offensive line. Just having their way. Making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And as he throws, zings it complete to the right. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Burgess. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Power football with the run. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Utes are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. On target over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about more on that one. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down.
Formation to kick it away.
Sweet spin. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll pull it down and run. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. To the air, it's Burgess. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend.
Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, somewhere.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Utes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They're testing the right side here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense breaks the huddle, it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll go to the air on second and short. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Utes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking downfield, it's Burgess. Got a man, it's Walsh. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Grab near the marker, it's Walsh. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls in the deep ball. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fit it in the window for the score. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the Heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Utes will set. Punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires to the big fella. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Back to pass, it's Burgess. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, The only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Utes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Bring in the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Utes will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. to change this route. Back to throw, it's Burgess. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it on first and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late. They've got to get to work here. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on second and long. Using his legs, it's Perkins. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Utes will punt this one away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Quarterback adapted. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Looking for a man. It's Burgess. He'll try to do it himself. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. On the run, fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Offense in a bunch formation. He might want another play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Perkins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Utes decide to punt it away. 3 man down and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be knocked down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Off play action on first down. Steps away. Got his man to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.